Here's another little crazy story for you. So, in my early 20s, I worked at this restaurant, and I've been working there for a while. And at the end of the night, we'd all go out drinking and hit the bars up in town. And I was dating the bartender there at the time, and we went out to this kind of like nightclub thing in town, and she had way too much to drink. And I drove, and we parked there, and this is probably about a mile down the road, maybe 2 miles from where we worked. So we got there, and she was just belligerently drunk, falling over, and I'm like, look, we gotta go, I gotta get you out of here. And she's refusing to go. She's just making a scene, and a couple of her friends are there and some coworkers, and I'm like, look, guys, like, I can't be with her when she's like this. You guys are just gonna have to take care of her, make sure she gets home safe, but I gotta get out of here. So I had been drinking, and I didn't want to drive. So my plan was to take a taxi back to where my car was parked, what I thought was at our job at this restaurant. And then I was just gonna sleep in my car till it was daylight and then drive home after that. So I get a taxi. The taxi drops me off at this restaurant and leaves, and it's the middle of the night. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's cold, it's winter, and I realize my car's not there. My car is back down at this bar, this nightclub. And so now I'm stranded here with no car or anything, and it's the middle of the night, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and it was freezing cold. Well, I had a key to this restaurant for whatever reason. I think I got there earlier than anyone else, and I to come let myself in and do prep, or I don't know what the situation was, but I had a key. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go in, warm up, use the bathroom, come up with a plan, I guess. Call whoever I got to call. So I do that, and I go in the bathroom, and I end up passing out. And the next thing I know, the bathroom door is being opened on me, and it's being slammed against me. And it's the owner of this restaurant. It's now daytime, and she's come in. She's discovered what she thinks is a burglar in the bathroom, hiding in the bathroom. She's trying to like slam the door against me, and she's yelling for help, or just kind of going crazy there. And I'm like, oh, it's me, it's just me. And so she calms down. She's like, what are you doing here? And I explained myself as best as I could, but, I'm like super hungover and having a hard time even understanding it myself. So she kind of like laughs about it a little bit, and I'm like, okay, look, I had to work that night too, so I'm like, look, I'm gonna go get my car and go home, get whatever sleep I can so I can be back here and work. And I did that. I get to work. Now everybody knows about it. She's told everybody, and they're making fun of me, and this girl that I was dating, she's even giving me a hard time about it. It's her fault I was even in this position to begin with. So I had made the decision right then and there, like, I cannot work here anymore. This is too embarrassing, and I've gotta find a new job. So, like, a couple days later, I put in my 2 weeks notice, and the owner is like, this isn't because of the other night, is it? And I'm like, yes, it's because of the other night. Like, there's no way I can live this down. This is just humiliating. And he sits me down, and keep in mind, I'm 21 years old at this point in time. And for the first time ever, I'm getting the "you have a drinking problem" speech. And I'm just now old enough to drink and already getting that speech, if that gives you any idea of what the rest of my life is going to be like. It's like, look, you have a drinking problem, you're a good guy, you're a good worker, I want to keep you working here, just, don't let this thing get to you. But I'm like, thanks, I know. Try to get it under control, which I didn't. I did not get it under control at all. But I couldn't live it down, and eventually I moved on. And he was pretty mad about it. He kind of took it personal, like, um, it's just one of those things. Every now and then I think about little things like that from my past that bother me, but that was one of them. I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks. Bye.